Hey guys, it's Allie, and today we are going to be talking about the books I have changed my opinion on. Now, this is a video that I just wanted to make because there are several books that I've been rereading recently that I used to really like, or vice versa, I used to not like it and now I've changed my opinion on it. And I think it's really important to voice those opinions aloud, so let's go ahead and get into it. The first book on this list is A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. This is the first book in a trilogy. And I originally really loved this book, but I have grown to realize there are some problems with it. Because for one, I'm not a big fan of the romance. I thought there was a level of savagery in here that didn't need to be there. I did not like the really beginning part because it was kind of boring. You know, nothing was really happening and then suddenly everything was happening, which was a good portion. But like, there were still infuriating moments in that good portion where I was like, you dumb character! Think about someone other than yourself. Not the main character, I'm not thinking about the main character, but there's a certain character that's so fucking infuriating. And I just don't like the love interest. I just, nope, stay away, no TP right there. So I just did not like it. I like the writing and I like the world really well, and you know, I really love the second book, but this first book just didn't do it for me. The next book on this list is another Sarah J. Maas book, and that is the Throne of Glass series by Sarah J. Maas. Now, don't get me wrong, I used to really enjoy these books. However, they have gone in a direction that I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna like because I kind of stopped reading after everybody was like, oh no, what is she doing? I was like, I ain't about that. So I read the first book and it took me like a month to get through this. But it was really good. It's not like I wasn't enjoying it. It was just like super slow. And I really enjoyed it. It definitely wasn't one of the stronger books, but you know, I enjoyed it. And then the second book was fucking bomb. It was great. I absolutely loved it. Still my all-time favorite book of this series, and it's one of my favorite books ever. But, you know, nothing can live up to the world of like the second book. And then the third book was like okay, but like it was the beginning of the end. And then I can't even read Queen of Shadows because everybody's just like, she was like, let me sink all your ships, and I'm like, I ain't about that. So, and then I know that Empire Storms is just like, let's just have sex with what's his face. Like, I can't even tell you what the guy's name is. I know we meet him in Air of Fire, but like I don't remember his name. Oops. But I just have a lot of problems with this series because once again there's a level of savagery that is not really necessary, especially with the like love interest. Like, I don't appreciate the He-Man behavior. I don't appreciate the super overprotectiveness. Like, she is a fucking badass assassin lady, you can just back the hell off. But I just was not a huge fan of that, so, but ultimately I originally gave this series like 5 out of 5 stars because I absolutely loved it, and I've kind of lowered it to like 3.5, 3 out of 5 stars. The next book on this list is one you may or may not have heard of, but like it's probably pretty scarce, and that is Fashionably Undead by Robin Peterman. This is a paranormal romance novel, and I read this back in high school and I absolutely loved it. It was like my favorite paranormal romance novel, and like I've reread it like a billion times, but like I've never reread it to where I was trying to critically analyze the text, and that's what I did. And then I realized, wow, there are a lot of problems with this story. I reread it a couple months ago, and I had a lot of issues with some of the issues that were not addressed. Like, there was a lot of He-Man overprotective, controlling behavior with the love interest that I did not notice from like my initial reaction to it, and I was not a big fan of some of the character evolutions, and I thought that some of the plot lines were kind of ridiculous. And the more I read it, the more I realized that, wow, not one of my favorite books now. So I kind of lowered my rating from like 5 billion out of 5 stars to like 3.5 out of 5 stars. The next book on this list is another Robin Peterman book, and that is Ready to Wear It. But this is like a 180 from Fashionably Undead because I originally did not like Ready to Wear, but now I really like it. I think that it's a super interesting concept, you know, because it is paranormal romance, but instead of like vampires like Fashionably Undead was, this one is of course about werewolves. And I originally thought that it was insta-lovey, but like now upon rereading it, I'm like, well, that's kind of ridiculous. Why did I ever think it was insta-love? Like, there is this huge bond between these two characters, and that had been building for years. They'd been in a relationship for years, and then they finally just came back together again, and I thought it was super amazing because our main character was super empowering. She was taking nobody's shit, especially from him, and she was like, I'm gonna do my job and then you can just go home, stay home, pet yourself, go whatever, I don't care, let me do my job, I do what I want, I'm a fucking independent woman. And it was just my everything. I loved her. There were so many badass scenes, and I feel like it was super empowering to our female main character, and I really, really loved that. So I ended up giving this a 4.5 out of 5 stars on my reread. And the last series, book, whatever on this list is one I'm very intimidated to admit, and I don't have a physical copy with me currently, but that is the Percy Jackson series by Rick Riordan. Yeah. I originally did not like this series. I know, blasphemy. Don't worry, I really like it now, but originally I didn't get it. I didn't get why everybody was so obsessed with it. Like, I mean, I'm not to the level of obsession that everyone else seems to be at, but like, I still really enjoyed the series, and I don't think I can tell you exactly why I didn't like it at first. I don't know, like, it's like I started it and I just could not get into the story no matter how hard I tried. And so finally, for the 50 billionth try, I finally got into it, and I really, really loved it. And it just became an obsession of mine. I still haven't finished the series. I know, shame on me. I still need to read the last book, which isn't even very long. I just kind of procrastinated for years and years and years, and now it's just not happened. But I am in love with this series now, even if I didn't originally like it, and I can't really give you a reason why other than I was just like, overhyped, no thank you. So, because that's how I am with a lot of books, but I am super happy that I like it now, so I'm very happy with the opinion that has changed on this series, so I could actually be on the bandwagon and talk about it. And there you have it. Those were the books that I changed my opinion on. You should definitely let me know down below if there is a book that you've changed your opinion on, whether it be good or bad. I would love to know. And that is going to be it for this video today. So thank you all so much for watching this. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.